What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm over here with episode 8 of Sakura Wars. So, last episode was a little bit of a, how should I put it? A comedy act, I guess you could say. We had Sakura with Seijiro running around town, and with Kaminsky and Layla, as well as the rest of the entire gang of the Imperial Combat Review on their heels. Really though, I think what it boils down to is I feel like Kaminsky and Layla aren't actually going to be the main antagonists of the series. They might just be misguided, misunderstood, something of that sort. But in any case, I do hope that in this episode we will get back to the action, because that's what I like this series of. And, well, let's just get into it, shall we? Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, 5 episodes left. We are entering the last third of everything. That's Kaminsky, right? Is that Claire? Clara? For people's salvation. Who is that? Oh, Layla. So it's actually the half-demon girl that we saw actually Layla? Let's watch the opening. I think she appears in the opening, right? Let's take a closer look at that. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. These two literally only appeared in one episode, or one scene. Right. We gotta see Demon Girl. I think she appears somewhere after this. Yeah. Is that actually Layla? Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, is that girl actually Layla? I think it might be now. Now that we see that flashback. Eh. But if Layla is a demon, that means Clara is one too as well. Doesn't it? What? Okay, I guess this is what the, yeah, what Kaminsky, sent to Sumire last episode. This is... And using a battle challenge for this? Alright. Oh, what? I'm kind of wondering, however, that definitely means that the Moscow Combat Review is a legitimate review as well, because if they're simply impersonating when someone from official Russia or whatnot have something to say about the situation. A dance battle. Mm. Massive body. It's traditional. Her dance is a shrine maiden. How would you actually judge this, though? Like, aren't the judges all on the Imperial Combat Review side? I don't. What? Like, seriously, isn't this like entirely biased towards the Imperial Combat Review? Mm, okay. I guess. Not really that. Alright, no comment. No comment. Is it literally gonna be Layla, like, doing everything? Yeah, if you're talking about dancing, probably Layla is going to do a ballet. No, but seriously, who are the judges? Oh, that's really impressive. Oh, seriously, who's judging? Who the hell is... No, seriously, who the hell is judging? Okay, so they got outside judges. Alright. He just wants... Yeah, that... So is Layla... Is Layla going to enter all three competitions herself? Oh. Oh man, the roast. Oh my god. And she's like, hey, I got to eat out of this. I'm happy. Oh, a mock battle. Is it full on 5 to 5? You know, maybe he is the main antagonist. But maybe he's going to have a good ending, let's say. Alright, a 4 on 5 on 5. Nice. Oh, a 3 on 3. So Anastasia and Clarice don't have much to do this episode. Shoot. Alright. Hmm. Just like that. I guess Layla's just going to demonstrate that she doesn't need the two teammates. Oh, where does this one come from? Yeah, where did these two come from? Ah, they're actually, not actually. Yeah. Well, they had no intention of actually participating in the battle in the first place. Ooh. Ooh. Hmm. Back up. Oh, that's like a generator? Alright. Oh my god, this is so cheesy. But, alright. But this is only episode 8, so we can't be having the big showdown right now, right? Who's gonna... Really? Just... Just Clara? But how are you gonna control that power, Kaminsky? And of course, it's got to be white, white angel wings. But what? Oh my. All right, all right. I'll see you guys after this. Alrighty, so there we have episode 8, and what can I say, right? It's just, it's not that I don't appreciate the sort of story that they're going for and whatnot, it's just that, I don't know, I feel like the story really doesn't work out when you condense it into just a 12 episode format here, especially, through the very first episode, they were laying it on to us how, the concept of family, the concept of taking Clara in and all that, but I don't know. I just feel like by having so little time spent with her and really so little meaningful time spent between the characters, it just ends up being cheesy in the end when you keep on emphasizing it as a point of contention throughout these episodes, right? Like saying that, yeah, Clara is our family. How can we give her to you guys? That kind of stuff. It really doesn't have much impact if we don't really see them becoming the family together, right? Like, sure, there are episodes here and there where Clara basically went and had interactions with all the various members of the Imperial Combat Review and all that, but still, that is so little, so minuscule, right? And I was actually kind of curious if this was actually a story that permeated throughout the entire Shin Sakura Taisen, New Sakura Wars series, the original game, right? So, I mean, this is a game, first of all, and then adapted into an anime. But it seems that this is an entirely original story. So, Clara and Layla are anime original characters. They're not within the base game of this new Sakura Wars. So, yeah, it's just I'm not really sure if this kind of story really suits the anime format so well, because it's just kind of brings me out of it. It's not really believable, and the points where you're supposed to, I guess, feel kind of sad, or you're supposed to kind of feel very emotional towards, oh yeah, it's so nice, they're one big family and all that. It really lessens some of that when you can't really see them as a family in the first place, right? And I mean, we got a lot of interesting development this episode for sure. So one thing to note is that we finally also clarified that the sort of demon-like creature we saw is actually Layla, and Clara is actually her opposite in a way. And I guess to be fair, that probably could have been deducted a little bit sooner if I just paid attention to their names, right? Clara is, if you go look at how the origin Layla first. Layla, if you look at the origin of her name in Arabic and whatnot, in Hebrew, it's actually, it means night, right? So like a daughter of the night or something like that. Whereas Clara in Latin means something more like bright or light, something of that sort. So they're actually exact opposites of each other. And I guess it shows in their wings as well. One is literally more of a demon, one is more of an angel. Although, I'm not that familiar with the series, so I'm not really sure how angels fit into this entire thing, right? I thought they were only demons, but apparently not so. And there's still a lot of questions as well as to what actually happened, especially since we've seen in a few flashbacks that Clara was actually watching the Moscow Combat Review from afar when the accident happened and all that. So I'm really not sure what the entire situation is. My best guess right now is that Kaminsky is actually maybe he was part of the Imperial Combat Review, but sorry, not Imperial, the Moscow Combat Review, but maybe only as a very minuscule character, right? Definitely not part of the main fighting force, definitely not its commander or anything like that. Well, I can't, sorry. I take that back. I can't really say definitely because he does exuberate the mannerisms of all of that and whatnot, and not to mention the fact that he does have connections within the main organization that's in charge of the reviews in this world. So he's got connections as well. So maybe he was in there, maybe he was not. In any case, some accident happened. He met upon this sort of energy source. He met upon Layla, who for some reason was separated from Clara, and I don't know, man. That probably my curiosity as to the entire story is what's driving me on to continue to watch this in the first place. Otherwise, like I said, I feel like it's a little bit too cheesy. And by the way, even though this episode pretty much confirms that the main antagonist is going to be Kaminsky and Layla and so on and so forth, I still have a feeling that they aren't exactly going to meet their demise because, first of all, what happened last episode, right? Really humanifying Kaminsky and Layla. And also, even in this episode, they really didn't do anything to put the Imperial Combat Review in danger, if you think about it, right? Even the times when there were numerous times when Layla could have killed Sakura, but if you notice, when she was using her weapon, right, her rifle or whatnot, her laser rifle, she aimed at the sort of joints of the mecha that Sakura was piloting, and not really like a direct hit. And even later on, when Sakura literally climbed out of her mecha and tried to protect Layla that way, tried to protect Clara that way, she was completely unprotected, right? She could have easily been killed, boom, straight energy blast to the face, but that wasn't what Layla did anyways. So, with all that in mind, I do feel like there is still redemption for these characters. I don't think it's going to be a case where they are absolute evil and we're going to have to eradicate them, right? And especially considering that Layla has this sort of love/worship relationship with Kaminsky as well. I don't know. My thinking about the ending of this series is probably, everything is just going to be settled, and then Kaminsky and Layla are probably going to go off to some other place happily ever after as well, whereas Clara will stay with the Imperial Combat Review and live on happily ever after as well. That's how I feel like this series would end. Another thing that I am kind of curious of is whether or not Clara actually, whether or not she actually lost her memories, right? I think it's actually quite possible she is aware of who she is in the first place, considering that she kept some secrets, right? She wasn't completely clean with who she was, even though she knew that she had some special abilities. She knows she has this attraction to these demons or her sister or whatnot, but and yet, at the same time, though, she seemed genuinely surprised by the fact that Layla was her sister. So, I don't know. I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to make sense of all this, or we're just supposed to go along with the ride. Because so far, I still have a lot of questions, and even though it is cheesy, I'm already up to episode 9. I might as well get the rest of the 4 out of the way, right? So, anyways, that's it for this episode, and I will continue to watch the next one as well next week. So, stay tuned then, and bye-bye.